On Small Cap Power, we welcome Mike Williams, CEO, President, and Director of Vendetta Mining Corp, trading on the venture exchange as VTT. Mike, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so for the audience members who have never heard of Vendetta Mining, give us the brief overview of the company.
Well, we're listed on the venture exchange, trading under the symbol VTT. We focus on lead-zinc, and we're focused in Australia on the Pegmont project, which is in the heart of the Mount Isa mining district.
Now, why is Australia is such a key place to be operating?
It's a safe environment. We see a lot of issues that some of the guys in, say, Africa or even in South America have. So politically, it's a good place to do business. But probably more importantly to us, its infrastructure is fabulous. We're sort of in the heart of a mining district. Base metals are exceedingly difficult when you make a discovery or you're trying to advance a project. Having infrastructure certainly lowers that bar in order to make a project economic.
So what's going on at Pegmont, and what should investors look forward to in the next 3 to 6 months?
Well, we just updated our resource category. Previously, when we purchased the project in 2014, we had 5 million tons in resource, the majority being in inferred and then the rest in indicated. So we had 4.8 in inferred and then another 400,000 in indicated. We've taken that now to close to 12 million tons, 8 million of it open pittable, with 25% of that in indicated and 75% in inferred. I think we're well on our way at the project now. Having that amount of ore in an open pit shell certainly goes a long way in helping us show the economics down the road.
And what is the budget for the project?
Right now we're looking at spending an additional $3 million on drilling. We're halfway through that drill program, and that'll be an additional 10,000 meters. Then we're going to update the resource once again, put that out, looks like in the fall. And then next year we'll look at going to a preliminary economic assessment.
So Mike, let's go into talking about your team.
Sure.
Technical and management.
Okay. Well, look, my background's I'm 20 years in the mining industry. The company that I had previous to Vendetta was called Underworld Resources. Well, my background's in marketing and the financial side of the company. So what I particularly liked about Underworld was we were taken over by Kinross after doing 24 months of work in the Yukon, but we put $28 million in the ground, and the takeover was $140 million. So, that was a little like catching lightning in a bottle. I quickly came to the conclusion, following that success, what were we going to do next? What I did see was an opportunity in the zinc market, because there were some big closures coming in the zinc sector off the drilling. Or pardon me, not drilling, but the mines were shutting down. So
you're saying the big players are closing down?
Some of them. That equates to approximately 12% of lead zinc production annually worldwide. That's not insignificant. Zinc cycles don't come along very often, and we anticipated this one. Now, zinc's currently trading at $1.25 a pound, where historically it's been traded, well below $1. My business partner, Peter Valgaris, who was former mining engineer with Robert Friedland in Ivanhoe. He'd worked in Australia. He knew about this opportunity, and he's a phenomenal engineer, and he's very good structurally, and that's what this project needed. So having Peter on board certainly gave us a leg up, because one of the questions we're always asked is, why is a Canadian company working in Australia? And the reason is it's not because, we like Australia, and as I mentioned, the infrastructure helps, and it's paramount. But we looked at an opportunity that previously we had a different take on it geologically. It was thought of a lead-dominant single lens ore body, and Peter thought that the zinc grade would increase as we've got what we call going down dip. Our recent drilling has proven that. So in fact, our model is in fact correct. It's a Broken Hill style, which we maintained all along. So we basically turn that area on its side and come up with a different reason to drill Pegmont.
From your perspective, as the CEO, director, and president, why invest in Vendetta for the average retail investor?
Certainly, it looks like zinc has got some room to grow. Inventories are dropping dramatically. They're almost at pinch points. The good thing about Pegmont is a lot of the permitting is already grandfathered, so it's fairly along the process, and being that we're starting to identify this open pit shell component, meaning it wouldn't take a lot of time to get into production.
Oh.
You know, 18 to 24 months, let's say. The problem with zinc, it's this. It's a little bit like holding a burning match. If you hold it too long, your fingers are going to get burnt, meaning that it will go up, but then it comes down quickly. And if you're not prepared at this part of the cycle to either advance your project, sell it in some cases, or finance it through to production, you're going to be burnt. You have to wait for the next zinc cycle or the next leg up. Now, I think what will happen this time is we'll see longer sustainable zinc prices moving forward. But, you know, the market won't realize that for 6, 12, 18 months. So we're in a bit of a perfect storm, I think, for zinc. So this project's one of the few out there, in my opinion, in the zinc space that can capitalize on the zinc market. We made a small copper discovery at the end of last year that's going to need following up on. Now it's hosted in a different mineralization than Pegmont, which means it's a separate ore body, and it could be, we don't know. We could put our next drill hole in and it could not be there, but there could be something there. Let us follow up on that. We'll be drilling that in August and see if there's something there also.
Well, we'll look forward to more good news from Vendetta.
Thank you.
To learn more about the company, you can sign up for company updates on the Vendetta Mining Investor Hub. I'm Rachel Lee for SmallCapPower.